Want to ride shotgun in the spaceship? Become a patron and receive early access to episodes, monthly mixes, and more. Go to patreon.com/SDML Podcast or find our Linktree link on our Facebook and IG page at SDML Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? This is Spaceships Down Memory Lane. I'm DJ AI, and I'm here with my brother.
This is Iceman. And today we got a special episode of Spaceships Down Memory Lane podcast. It's with our brother Vincent. This podcast episode was recorded just days before his untimely death. And with the consent of his family, we still wanted to release this so that his family, friends, and the world could see what everybody already knew about him and what he wanted them to see. Yeah,
everything everybody loved about him, man. What's crazy is that was our first time meeting. And it's a great interview, and we hope that everyone can enjoy it as much as we did.
Yeah, we had good times, good vibes, and that's always been the thing with him whenever he stepped in any room. I've known him since middle school. We did all of our high school together, and it's a sad time, but we really wanted to share this and show his good energy and good vibes that he had and that he leaves with all of us. So without further ado, we're going to get into the episode with Vincent. This Spaceships Down Memory Lane. We hope you enjoy.
Peace.
So we can do black things. Make love in my black sheets. Skinny dipping in the black sea. I need me a black queen. So we can do black things. Make love in my black sheets. Skinny dipping in the black sea.
We are back and we are live.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man of ice, brother Ice.
Oh, well, I'm actually sitting here with my brother DJ AI.
Hey. I get a cheer for myself.
You got to cheer for yourself. Yeah, and I'm actually sitting here with a guy I've known for a long time, bro. Like, I think since middle school, probably.
Definitely since
like, it's definitely been a minute, bro.
Now that's crazy because I've known him since middle school as well.
You got a guy?
No. I'm a few years ahead. I'm 04.
Yeah, he came out of 04.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's about, 3 years ahead of us. But,
yeah.
One, like, it's always good to see people that you grew up with. You know, somebody that I knew as a kid that flourished into a man, like the guy that sit across from me. So, and that person today that we got here in the studio is Vincent. How you doing, brother?
What's up? I'm glad to be here with y'all brothers, the Pike legends.
Oh yeah, the Red Devils.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of people from Pike that's actually
doing all right.
It's doing pretty good.
Ain't y'all class reunion coming up?
We got a 15-year next year. We've been talking about it.
Okay,
that's crazy. I feel like the 10-year was like yesterday.
Literally,
I haven't went to any of those.
I didn't make the 10. I think I was working or something when the 10 happened.
Hey man, let me tell you something. Pike got some of the best women you ever seen in the state, in the city. Out of all the high schools, it's hard to argue with it. It's like Pike North Central.
See, and yeah, I didn't need that type of negativity in my life at that time.
Live through me.
Yeah, what was that? 10. So is that you or me? I think that's probably me.
Where were you when Big Meats brought the type?
See what I was listening to.
Yeah.
But
Push.
But I think when was that? So 10 years, it was 2017. Oh yeah, I got married that year. No, I didn't need that type of. Yeah, I stayed.
Oh yeah,
I went to work and got married. I don't need to see none of y'all went to high school with.
Hey, boy.
It was interesting.
Woo. But
hey, you see, I ain't got no comment. My wife upstairs.
Hey, we gonna leave them where it's at right there.
That's funny.
But yeah, man, we just thank you for coming through today.
No problem. Doing
all that. So
nice drive for you out here.
Yeah, I don't live too far away. I came from downtown. I actually got done performing at something called a She event.
Okay.
In Luger Plaza, right by the bus station. So I did my 20-minute set and flew over here. So thank y'all for waiting on me. That's why.
Yeah.
I know we was talking about 3. I was like, I'm gonna get here at 4:30.
Yeah.
I never heard that place before though either. You said like Lex Luger.
I maybe I'll say I think it's Lucre Plaza, right where the bus station is and where the jail is and all of that.
By the city county building.
Yeah. It's like this little park right
So
there.
if y'all niggas
Water
act up, they
fountains.
just take you right around the corner.
Oh, okay.
We just walk you across the
Yeah,
street.
we
my
ain't gotta
guy.
bring the cars, bro.
Okay. Nah, that's what's up, man. So how are you feeling after that?
I feel good, man. It's good to I've done it 3 times. So this is good. Anytime you can perform and get paid, that's always
Oh.
legit. A lot of people don't get to sing and rap and do their thing and actually come out with some little bill money.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
this how much money it takes to do it well and like to mix your stuff and make performance tracks and all that kind of stuff. It is good to be appreciated and feel
Oh, yeah,
appreciated.
to get some type of compensation for
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah. Do you record yourself?
Mhm.
Do everything yourself?
I don't mix myself. That's a different type of ear and patience. But as far as making my beats and stuff, I always touch something. Even if I buy a beat from somebody else, I always do something else with it. You know what I mean? Rearrange it or whatever. I write all my songs.
Okay.
That was my
Hey.
first gift. I knew I could write a song before I knew I could sing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm.
Nice. I'm texting. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you good,
No,
bro.
I wanted to bring up something. We was talking. Nas is about to drop another album, right? And we were
Mhm.
talking about top albums or whatever. I listened to every Nas album, and I think he's not in my top 5.
Ever?
Rappers?
He can rap, but when it comes down to these bars and like when it's of course he can rap, right? But we're talking about actually punchlines, and he's on like the other end of where Lil Wayne is.
Nas is not top 5. That to me that's not a debate because Nas has. Don't kill me. Nas has a lot of bad albums.
Yes,
And we just said before you got here, people always put Illmatic on a pedestal. Illmatic is not his best album.
what's his best album?
Stillmatic.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because my theory is
Jay-Z.
take that away. What song does Nas have on his first album that is comparable to Rewind?
Hell, what does he have on there that's comparable to Got Yourself a Gun?
I mean, now I got to bring it up because I made a top 25 list and Stillmatic is on there.
That's fair.
Stillmatic is definitely on there because to me, before Nas's last album, this was his best produced album.
Hit Boy's doing his name.
Yeah, and see, like we were just saying, not to beat your ear again, but to me, I always said Rick Ross should pick Nas's beats.
Because Rick Ross got some of the best beats ever.
Best beats ever. So this is what Nas was lacking. It's not that he couldn't rap. He's picking horrible beats.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Nas has the worst double disc of all time.
Which one you talking about? Nostradamus. Which one was his double disc?
Streets Disciple. Look, you see what I'm
See?
saying? You don't even know what it is because
You
it's
don't
so
even know
bad.
the
He hit like a string of like pretty bad albums.
Yes.
Yeah.
After his first 2.
So the Stillmatic, Ether, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
Got Yourself a Gun,
Of course.
Smoking, You're the Man, one of my favorite songs on there, Rewind, One Mic. To me, this is the best song on here, Second Childhood.
I gotta re-listen to that.
Second-
Rewind was special to me.
Yeah, man, to me, it might be, I don't want to say best. I would say top 3 best storytelling songs ever.
It's definitely up there.
I always put If I Rule the World in top 5 just because of the song itself. It was just so dope. My mama sing that song every time I see her.
Which one is better between that and I Know I Can?
If I Rule
If
the
I
World.
ruled the world, that's not
I
even
free all my
debatable.
sons.
It's not even
Okay.
debatable.
Okay.
And
Like
your mama, I guarantee she likes that song too because of the sample, because of the old song.
But her saying I free all my sons and I'm her only son. So every time I call her, she'll sing that.
Oh.
well,
Special place in the heart.
it's special.
yeah, special place, yeah.
I ain't mad at that. But
My mama
yeah.
don't even listen to rap, but she know that song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They had more songs like that back in the day where it was rap, but the message was so good in the song, our parents would listen to that.
Yeah, yeah. I put Nas in. I'm gonna throw Eminem in there too, and that like he's a goat. But it's like if I'm going on a road trip, I'm listening to Rick Ross before Eminem. I'm gonna have to listen to Wayne before Eminem.
Oh,
Of course, Kanye, Jay. Like
I've said that too. I'm not gonna sit back and listen to just a full Eminem album.
no, it's
I'm just
tough.
not.
It's tough.
only 2 of them I can bump all the way through.
How does it make you feel after you listen to all of it?
Like, what too, bro? Like,
for me, it's gonna be Marshall Mathers, LP, and Eminem show.
Mm-hmm. Was that the first two?
Straight through
2 and 3.
Okay.
No, the first one was Slim
Shady.
Like his
Slim
first
Shady
three,
LP, Marshall Mathers LP, and then Eminem show.
his first 3 projects are his holy grail.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm still not gonna listen to any of
He
them
had-
all the way through.
Yeah.
Like, just
I want to say, I think it was Recovery. They had Not Afraid on. I think that one was good too. But
Sure.
I get what you're saying.
yeah,
I
it's
get what you're
just-
saying.
Sure.
And I don't.
Something else I just said. I wish it would have been like 30 minutes earlier.
I'm
Serious-
listening.
seriously.
Recap.
I feel like Kanye is the only artist that has 5 classics in a row.
Now I gotta look at Jay-Z's bag before we say that.
Oh, he definitely doesn't have 5 in a row.
No.
We talking about
Oh,
Life and Times, Blueprint. I don't know if Blueprint 2 is a classic.
No,
I love
Kingdom
that album,
Come's
though.
not a classic.
no.
That's his worst.
Jay-Z got.
He said that's his worst.
That's fair.
Jay-Z.
That's fair.
I'll give Hoes.
In a row.
He got none in a row, but I'll give Hove 3 classics,
Yeah, you're right. None in a row.
and that's gonna be Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, Black Album.
Yes.
American Gangster is a classic to me.
I'm not. It's a very good album, but I'm not gonna give it classic.
I didn't like it
status.
until it got remixed.
That's-
When niggas was doing like remix albums because they had the acapella version of it,
Mhm.
I didn't listen to it until then.
Is 4/4 not a classic?
No,
It's a grown man classic.
I would put Magna Carta over 444.
Fuck with me, you know I got it.
444 to me, No ID's worst production ever.
Worse.
really.
Jay-Z just raps so good.
That counts. Life. That counts.
It definitely does.
He got a life in one of them Life and Times joints is
Probably
is up
3.
there.
Probably 3, because that's when he started getting into his bag.
Yeah, he started really getting into his bag. And
3
all
is
that.
probably what you. I mean,
Money.
2 was decent too, but
Hard Knock Life was on what?
2.
2 Hard Knock Life is 2.
Money, Cash, House.
I think that was on
Jigga
2
what?
too.
I don't know. He got a lot of.
He got some. He
I
got
hope
some heat.
I hope he does a versus. I don't know with who, but I hope he does one.
Okay. That's something to think about because everybody kept saying him and Drake, and to me, nobody can battle Drake.
Because he's saying too much. It's hard to beat a melody.
I mean,
Yeah.
to me, even with that is just hits.
It is.
I mean, to me,
Ho can come with 20 that's gonna fuck with
Hov got
Drake.
40.
he can come.
50.
He can come with. Man, look, we about to go all over the place because now I got another question about Drake real quick.
I'm listening. In my top 5. Go ahead.
Drake best album.
Best. Take Care is up there. Nothing what is the same. It's up there, but it's probably between them two. So Far Gone was just special when you heard it because I remember being in college. Like, what is this? Because he was singing, it was drowsy. It wasn't even like the best mix something, but it was just special.
Motherfucker gonna hate me, but it took me forever to listen to Drake. I probably missed like 3 albums fucking with him.
Yeah.
Like for real, just like I like what he's grown into.
I didn't get mixtape Drake. I got So Far Gone when it was in Best Buy. So I didn't get like the versions of the other beats and all that. I didn't get that one. But I liked what I heard. But when I heard Thank Me Later, I was like, okay, I like this.
But so you didn't hear ignorant shit on the mixtape?
Nuh-uh.
Ooh,
I was never a mixtape guy. At this time, we're doing music real tough.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm literally making all the beats and everything all the time. So I'm literally focusing on our sound. When'd your album come out? Was it this time?
08.
Yeah. So now after 08, now we're pushing everything. This is 09.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we had maybe like 6 albums out at this time. We're just pushing those at this time. So I really didn't listen to a lot. But my favorite Drake is Take Care.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
See, now I'm gonna have to go back and listen
Take
to
a shot
it.
for me.
yeah.
Like
Shot for me.
like I said, I was really and I
The real
hate
her.
that I'm this way, but it takes a lot to gain me as a fan.
Hey,
Like,
he was late to Jay-Z too, he said.
I was late to a lot of people because it just takes.
And he's a lyrical guy, which is crazy to me about the Jay-Z thing.
I just put my all into, like, if I become a fan, I'm a fan. So I need to hear a lot before I become a fan. And Drake wasn't making music for me.
What you mean? What do you think is music for you?
Like, of what I want to hear. I don't want to hear a nigga singing like that. All like
making breakup songs and being in his emotions.
Stuff like that. Like, that's not what especially at this time. You thinking 08, 09. I'm on Jeezy heavy. I'm on stuff like this. This is not appealing to me at all.
I feel you.
Like, now, if I'm hearing him, now, don't get me wrong, I done heard him on songs where I'm like, oh shit, he done snapped on that, or he didn't, but it's always somebody else's shit. I think, like, I really started having respect for Drake when I'm on One came out.
Hard.
Now, what's crazy is Jeezy's on his quote unquote first album.
And I'm going in.
No.
Mm-mm.
Unforgettable.
Hard.
Unforgettable. Oh shit. See,
So,
I probably didn't even hear that.
I love that's one of my favorite Drake songs.
Now, I'm reading the credits always. And if you look at where they recorded it at, it says like on the bus somewhere in Atlanta. That's what it said. I was like, that was cool, because usually you see like Hit Factory,
studio,
this studio, and it was like somewhere in the bus in Atlanta. I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that was, thought I heard when cheering.
They've been out here and popping back up.
Okay.
Who do you think won the Jeezy Gucci versus?
I'm biased.
Well, it is no bias to it. If you're going off of just music, Jeezy won, but Gucci won the night.
Yes. But the one thing that we had said before it even happened, Gucci Mane said it. I said, Jeezy can just play Thug Motivation 101 to me and be fine. And he was hitting her, and Gucci like, nigga, play some new shit. You playing all the old shit. Play some recent hits, nigga.
The only thing I got mad at that was like, nigga, that was the point.
We gotta play the hits.
I'm playing my hits, bro. I can't help that all my hits came in 06 and 07 and shit like that, bro. Like,
but Gucci, I mean, he's consistently dropping music, but
he is
hits.
But he's not consistently dropping hits.
His last big hit was that song with
Bruno Mars.
For sure.
Which was hard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it would. But I would even go as far as, what Gucci song was a hit without a feature?
True.
You
get the bag and fumble it. I know they had somebody else on it, but he just, I don't know. He's
solo. I think the last solo Gucci hit was Lemonade.
Which is hard.
Which is hard.
Man, if you go to his top songs right now, feature.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
feature.
He is seen as like the rap trap godfather.
He is like he's
all the youngest gravitate
towards
him.
Yeah, he's done a lot for the game. I'm not I'm not debating that at all. I'm just saying, like, when you're talking about the quality of music, he has more quantity, but the quality just,
I can imagine making that many projects.
I mean, I'm sitting there like, this is crazy.
Yeah, he put all his stuff on iTunes like last year or this year. It's so many mixtapes. It's like 20 mixtapes.
I just want y'all to see this real quick.
Oh, I
know.
I couldn't listen to all that. Like, I'll have to drive across country and play all that.
So the last Gucci, yo. No. Sorry, YouTubers. But I bought Everybody's Looking. I think he was fresh out then. I think that's the last one I bought. But I will say I was never a Gucci fan like that. I knew like the singles, you know. But that State versus Roderick Davis, I definitely bumped that. That was 09 as well.
But now I'll tell you this though. Because I remember all of us playing that shit when that shit came out. But if you go back today and listen to that motherfucker, it's maybe like 4 good songs on that bitch.
It didn't age well, probably.
I'm going to say.
At all, it didn't. Heavy.
I'm say Stupid Wild, Heavy, Lemonade. Stupid Wild was that Bangladesh beat. Shout out Bangladesh for sharing our shit on his Instagram. Wasted was, we do our best to not count singles. Because to me, those are givens.
They're supposed to be.
They're supposed to be good.
Okay.
That's what makes you want to buy the album.
Yes.
Even if it's an accidental single? You know what I mean? Like Drake had that Kiki, if you love it, wasn't supposed to be a single, but then somebody else kind of made it hot.
That's different because we're just now starting to see that because of what social media is doing.
But back then, that wasn't an option.
Back then, that wasn't an option. Whatever the labels put out, that was the single.
I feel you.
That was the single.
The intro was hard though.
Gucci ran the parties. Like any of my friends talk about their ISU days. I didn't go to a college like that. But anytime they play like their party music, it's always Gucci and not Jeezy.
When I was in college,
I believe that
it was Gucci, Lil Boosie, and Lil Wayne. Yeah, Boosie, Webby, and Lil Wayne. That's who was getting played at all the parties. This is 07, 08.
Boosie Webby was a package deal.
Yeah, it was a package deal. Boosie Webby was a package deal.
Definitely, because I can play those songs now and they go every time.
Especially here. He claimed he run Indianapolis.
Yeah. Who, Boosie?
Yeah, he claimed he run Indianapolis.
I mean, shit, as much as he here.
He be here a lot.
He be here a lot, bro.
We said on one of the episodes, he a local artist to us.
Dang near. Because it's like we don't have any, that's a different big subject, but we don't have like a rapper to claim here.
To me, we have one.
I mean, here.
Maxie.
Antonio Maxie?
Yeah.
Sure, but he's not like national on that level. And I couldn't give you 10 Maxie. And I know, like, I don't have no beef in them like that.
Yeah.
It's just music, but I couldn't give you like 10 hard songs.
But see, I feel half of that reason is our fault. We don't push any artist here. We've had artists here. We've had artists with deals and everything. We don't push our artists here at all.
Well, we have a whole artist that he's not a rapper, but he done made a whole movie, bro, and nobody was here talking about it.
Oh,
Trevor Jackson. Nigga was Superfly.
Isn't he a singer?
Yeah.
What he on Disney too?
Yeah, he a singer technically, but
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. We don't putting him on a pedestal. We not representing him like that's our guy. We're not doing that at all.
You know what fixed all that? A hit.
I think Maxie had a hit back in the day. I mean, okay, the biggest thing we've had was Nappyville. They had a hit.
You know how long that was? What, 07?
I'm just saying, nobody pushed it.
What was your hit again?
Take It Off. That was a big song.
When I'm talking about like an artist, if we say Detroit, you at least can say Big Sean. You can say Eminem. St. Louis got Nelly. You know what I mean?
Man, nigga, Gary, Indiana got Michael Jackson.
Gary, Indiana got Freddie Gibbs too.
Yeah,
exactly, bro.
But we're talking about artists that really you got to push yourself to a lot. Like,
you know what? I'm gonna fuck around and just say it, man. G Fresh, he had a big song, man.
he was there, bro. He was there.
He was there.
Probably the closest of anybody. He was there, bro.
I would say G Fresh. I mean, 625 back then. That was a long time ago.
But even still, like, and I get what he's saying. It's like if you're somebody listening to this podcast right now in South Dakota, who do you know that we just mentioned?
Nobody.
That's a fact.
Like when I go out to, like, my sister live out to LA, and when I go out there, they don't even know where Indiana is. They be like, "Oh, there's niggas in Indianapolis."
Oh, you know how much we get that? There's niggas in Indiana. Like, yes, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Damn.
So like outside of the state, this is what we talking about. Like, who's hot?
Okay,
ever.
But what you're saying though, what hits do Freddie Gibbs got? And people know who that is.
But Freddie's been on stuff. He's been Nash. He was signed to Jeezy.
But see, people might know him more for them falling out than his hits.
Sure, but Alfredo is one of the greatest albums out of the state.
I
mean, Gibbs.
I like Gibbs though.
No. That's not saying we're not even talking about whether we like their music or not. It's just the fact of if people know them, and people are gonna know Gibbs. Like he's been out there. That's not saying like he got the best music or he's better than any of these other artists we know. He's just been put out there. He's been with labels and got signed to a major artist and did all of that. Dropped major albums. Like these guys we talking about ain't even dropped major albums. But that's where my whole thing with the Trevor Jackson thing, like this is an artist. This is a major artist who had a major album and he did a fucking major movie and nobody talks about this man. And that pitch. So why would you think somebody like Babyface would come back here and do anything? How many people that's listening to this podcast outside of Indianapolis knew Babyface is from here?
Right.
You got a highway.
He does. Does Trevor claim us? Or did he actually grow up here? Or did he like went to, because Ro James went to North Central for like a couple years and then.
But even still, wouldn't.
I heard that. I didn't know for sure.
But think about this, though.
The Ro was hard.
It's people that's been in Atlanta 2 years that get claimed by Atlanta.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
And they're blowing them up that way.
I guess. But
motherfuckers can move to Chicago and go drop their album there, and Chicago's gonna claim them and blow them up.
Hey, our brother D win.
So that doesn't work here.
Yeah, no promo.
But yeah, that's my whole thing. Like you got to get behind them if you expect something to reciprocate back.
But also, Indianapolis is not a music city. Can we agree on that? When we say a place is a music city, like New Orleans is a music city. I just went there this year. LA, music city. Nashville, music city.
I have a theory on that as well. Indiana doesn't have a sound.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, nowadays, music in general doesn't. And I think that's another reason why I gravitated to West Coast music so much. Because I listened to that YG and that Mozzie album, I'm just like,
West Coast
sound. It sounds like West Coast. Like
I just want to start sea-walking in every time I hear it. But it's just like, back then, if you heard an album, you knew where they were from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, these some East Coast niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn if it's New York, New Jersey, whatever. You knew these some East Coast guys. These some West Coast guys. These some South guys. These some country guys. Like, everything had like a thing to it. And now it's like, there's nothing like that. Because damn near the beats are all sounding the same. Like what T-Pain was going off about.
Mm-hmm. Everybody sounding the same.
Everybody, we say this all the time. It's just T-Pain is a bigger person than all of us, and he says it, so it just booms.
I would say like Midwest has like a soulful sound. That has a lot to do with Kanye. Even like Bone Thugs is from Cleveland. They always have like a soulful, melodic type sound. But as far as Indianapolis itself, no, I think Indianapolis is a jazz gospel city, if anything. Like the biggest song out of Indianapolis, and Lamar Campbell had a song called More Than Anything, and it was on Kanye's gospel album recently. Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like
and
that,
that's probably like the biggest song out of Indianapolis.
Who was that again? What's his name?
Lamar Campbell. If you look up Kanye's album, his gospel album is called More Than Anything, and it's on that. And that's out of here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I mean, if you could find a song out of Indianapolis that's bigger than that, good luck.
You talking about the Jesus King album?
Mm-hmm.
More than, I don't see
the Sunday Service Choir, not the Kanye when he was by himself. I hope Kanye's new album is crazy.
Not this one.
Nope.
Okay.
Look up Sunday Service Choir.
I just know they had that. Is that the one that had the Rain on Me?
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
That album was hard.
You play that. I'm sorry, God, but play that shit loud.
I'm sorry, God.
That mug sound crazy, man. Woo.
And
look, and that More Than Anything got a star next to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a song out of Indianapolis that's bigger than that song.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to it now for sure. Definitely check it out. But man, we got to ask you a few questions.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Got to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, we jumped right in.
Yeah,
but it's all good.
It's all good because I just like having honest conversation. I just like that we get to record it now.
Mm-hmm.
These are conversations that we've had, like literally just talking on the phone, or we're sitting in the studio for hours and talk like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Podcast wasn't a thing 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because we'd have been out here.
Yeah, I wish we was ahead of the time. They didn't think of recording that shit.
Recording them conversations.
I don't know the way they canceling people now. We didn't need that.
Oh, Lord. My mouth was horrible then.
Yeah, we
didn't even know kids.
Yeah. We didn't care about consequences.
Yeah, what, man? Okay. But yeah, man, we would like to know, what is the first album you ever got with your own money?
That I can remember, I'm gonna have to go with Kanye West Late Registration. I bought it. I grew up in church. My dad was a minister.
Okay.
So none of that was allowed in the house. I bought it off the bus for $20, and it was the thick like cardboard like paper that opened up like wide. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
$20. I had to hide it in my house.
Dang.
I used to hide CDs in my vents like they were weed or something.
Damn.
Damn.
$20.
Ooh,
And back then, you had to go to like, Best Buy, Sam Goody or whatever, and they might be $15 in that mug.
Oh yeah.
Had to.
Oh yeah. And see, like I said, I'm a little older than y'all, so I was the No Limit era. I was saving lunch money to buy those CDs, and they were $20.
Yeah, the first No Limit album I listened to all the way was Mystical, Unpredictable.
Ooh, that's a good first one.
Yeah, my stepbrother was from Mississippi, so it was all like Southern music for him.
Oh yeah.
Deep. So I was listening to 3 6 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Tear the Club Up. All that was hard.
That stuff. On the other episodes, we already said 3 6 Mafia changed my life.
Wow, it was so dark. I heard it was a song on one of the albums. I think it was the same album, Tear the Club Up. Where it was talking about, I'm scared. Is anyone out there? And how he was trying to escape from an insane asylum, and he got buried in the ground.
That's got to be Lord Infamous.
Yeah, it was so dark.
Yeah.
I think he died not 10 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, Lord Infamous. Yeah,
I've been watching Crunchy Black interviews. Don't judge me. But
oh no, hey, I seen that little snippet of him snitching.
Yo.
Yeah. He's like, they can't lock him up just because I said he did it. But shit, the nigga did it.
Hey, that's all they need now.
Messed up. But yeah, Late Registration, classic sonically, something crazy. Like to hear those strings, those transitions, the skits. You know what I mean?
So I just, man, you should have been here 30 minutes early. I just said, there's a song on there that made me cry for the first time listening to a song. Now it's Bring Me Down.
With Brandy.
I cried when I heard that song.
Hated niggas marry hated bitches and have hated kids.
That was
going to have
deep.
to take my life or they take my grind, because when I was barely living, that's what kept me alive.
That was, I'm telling you, man. You know what? I'm going to give you another song that brought tears in my eyes when I first heard it. Kanye, Waves. I don't know what about it, but Chris Brown sang that shit too, man.
Waves down there.
Woo. Yeah. And I know that's Mike Dean hitting that. Oh, man. I was like, oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Start it over again. But that beat, everything there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
You got to listen to that loud.
Yeah.
You have to listen
It felt good to say I saw him live. And because he came here and it was the
How
first
many times
one.
you seen him live?
Once, that's it.
Okay. So you seen the last one like we all did.
Yeah, but he came here and it was like a practice for him.
Oh, I'm so happy they weren't the only ones that be saying that.
It was like a practice because he was stopping, talking to the sound man. He kind of left without saying bye. It was kind of weird, but it was like I've never seen the stage float. I've never seen the lights orange like that and people in the pit.
Where were you at?
I was here.
No, where were you at the concert?
I was kind of like up, but it was like perfect because his stage was up.
I was in the pit.
You wasn't down there, so you like looking up and.
But I'm gonna show you a video on my phone when we get done. We sitting down there, we rocking, we grooving, and my wife, she with me because she loves Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
She loves Kanye. So we sitting there rapping the songs to each other and everything. We doing this. How we talking? And this nigga walk up and he right here with us. And everybody's screaming, and my wife, she's still rapping, looking at the dude, and everybody's going nuts. And I look, I'm like, why's everybody going crazy? Nigga, it's Travis Scott.
Damn.
He was down there.
Yeah, no, but it's my wife and Travis Scott, and
That's
they're like
crazy.
Going back and forth with each other. I'm like,
that's crazy.
Oh shit!
I'm so happy the iPhone got the camera button right here. I'm like,
because you, I can't get it quick enough. I can't get it quick enough.
If you never get a chance to see Travis Scott, I saw him at Astro World in Louisville. Oh my God, the energy in that building, because it's a college town, so everybody's like 21 and they look like it. But that energy where it's a roller coaster and everybody's just moving is just wild. Like,
now I seen him in Oakland at the Astro World Tour. So I know like some of the shows, because the show was so big and elaborate to pull off, like a lot of them couldn't get, like, did y'all have the 2 stages in Louisville?
Mm-hmm.
See, I know a lot, but that was probably at Yum Center, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's a big enough area to hold it. Because I know a lot of them couldn't even pull off the 2. I think when he did it here, I think he had 1 stage.
Maybe. I don't know why. It's perfect because he went at Casico. Is it called Casico? No,
Banker's Life.
Oh.
But you know, it's still kind of. I know. I be catching myself.
We still say that
I be
shit
like Market
too.
Square Arena. Like, God damn, man, even.
RCA dog.
This shit old in the month.
Hey, straight up.
But yeah. So I don't. But you know, ours is still kind of small compared to some of them other places. True.
I regret. I bought a ticket. Was it Birds in the Trap tour when he was doing that? He had the big Crow. I bought a
Yeah.
ticket for that. He was at like the Riverside Park, and I didn't go because it was like rainy. I didn't know how perfect.
I missed that.
I bought a
one.
ticket and didn't go. I didn't know how perfect of an atmosphere that was. I didn't know any better.
Yeah, I missed that one. I didn't get to make that one.
And see, I seen Travis before that. He was Rihanna's opener
That's
for the
so
anti-tour.
weird.
Yeah.
for the anti-opener, and it was crazy because there was like a viral video going on one time where the little white kid in the crowd was
Mhm.
rapping. I was at that show,
That's dope.
and then the same show, Rihanna gave somebody in the crowd the microphone, let him sing, and she gave him the stank face because the dude was singing. That was all the
Mhm.
same night.
That's wild.
We was there, and that was the day me and Liz was like, we're never not getting floor seats again. So when Kanye came, we was like, because we didn't know it was going to be a floating
A floating
stage.
stage on the fucking thing.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So when it said pit, we was like, shit, we down there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the cool thing about the pit was we knew so many people down there. So now we done clicked up together, and we basically, it's weird because we weren't even looking up.
Y'all looking at each other.
Yeah.
We looked at
just
each other,
enjoying
and
the
with that,
time.
and that big ass screen that was right there. So
Mhm.
because we really couldn't see them
Mm-hmm.
from where we were. So it was like, man, I wish we would have been in the stands
For that one, yeah.
for that one, because to me, maybe the further you were away, the better show you would have
Mhm.
gotten.
That's how I felt because we saw everything and we saw y'all.
Yeah,
I kind of prefer kind of being like a little up. on
Yeah,
the side.
normally when I do concerts, I try to be back a little bit because most of the time, if it's like a concert that they're pulling off, not just something at a club or something, but if it's like a actual production, they've put in work and thought to how it's gonna look.
Mhm.
It's seen at a wide angle. Cause like that Astro World, like I was up in the stands and I'm glad I was.
Hard. But I don't think I would have kept up with them down there jumping in,
Oh, fuck
mosh
no.
pitting and stuff. I'm
So,
cool.
bruh, I'm in California, bruh.
Oh, they wilding.
And these niggas, not only are they mosh pitting on the ground, they're in the stands with us, mosh pitting, bruh.
No.
Like in the chairs, in the seats. Like I gotta grab my girl. Like, all right, y'all, now. Like
he needs
boys
an
is-
album soon. He need an album soon.
But I mean, bruh, cause like I've never been in an atmosphere where motherfuckers is that wild, bruh.
But you can't
Like
that music, that album was incredible. You can't help it though. I ain't mad at it.
it was like a rock concert,
Mhm.
bruh.
Yeah,
Like when I'm in the stands and I'm looking down and motherfuckers taking a bump right quick and then just I'm like, what the fuck did we walk into? I'm like, I came to a rap show. I thought, nigga,
Wild.
like this is like them Travis Scott shows is wild.
I like to be up too. I saw Beyonce and Jay-Z on the Run tour too,
Mm-hmm.
and we were on the floor, but everybody started standing on their chairs. So you got to stand on your chairs
Chair
too,
to see, yep.
and then be in the aisles. So I was like, I'm cool.
So the first time I seen Kanye, and it's crazy to think about it now, was at the State Fairgrounds.
Mm.
And that's when late registration came out.
Special.
So it's fucking dirt on the ground. But he had like a little bitty orchestra, like you know what I'm saying? A few little instruments up there. But when he performed Addiction, I stood on the fucking chair because that was my shit when that came
Hard.
out.
You ain't never
And
heard
so,
nothing like that.
and so I'm on the chair.
Mhm.
And security's like, get down. I said, nigga, I pay for this chair. I'm gonna stand on
I'ma
this
stand up
motherfucker.
on
I'm
this
gonna
motherfucker.
do whatever I want to do to this chair.
I got
Because
the
everybody
game
else is
fucked up.
like, no,
Nah,
that was
man.
my shit. So I went nuts. But since we are at concerts, what is the first concert you ever been to?
That I count Jamie Foxx when he just dropped Unpredictable.
Mm.
On Blame It just came out.
I know that motherfucker.
Michael
was-
Jackson just died. Unpredictable came out.
Damn, that was ooh.
That was like 09, 010,
I
whatever.
think that's 2010.
Yeah.
I think.
Now that's a really
Nigga smooth, by the way. Because he was cracking jokes, but like crooning the entire time.
so kind of like how he was at the end of his stand up.
Yeah.
That's
But
I know a Jamie Foxx concert.
It
is
was the first
banging.
time I realized that women go to concerts. I had to been, how old was I? 2010? I don't know, 22?
No.
That was
Unpredictable.
22.
Unpredictable was 05.
But whenever that, what is it?
So
Unpredictable was 05?
I was in high school?
Best Night of My Life was 2010, but this was a really good album.
Best night of my life.
Whenever that was when he came here and Blame It came out and
Okay, so that was 05. But I'm gonna tell you, but real quick though, that Best Night of My Life, my wife still listens to the album to this day.
Really?
That motherfucker's good, man.
See, I know my mom, she banged both of them. Like, she listened to them Jamie Foxx albums. And I had been like, you know, we'll road trip and go get my daughter or whatever that is. And just being there with her and her playing it and be like, this motherfucker damn near grooving though, bro. Like,
This motherfucker had Unpredictable, DJ Play a Love Song, Can I Take You Home,
Come
and
on.
Do What It Do.
Come on now. 3-letter word. You gotta keep going.
Yeah, I mean,
Weather.
Warm Bed, With You, Love Changes, Extravaganza, 3-letter word, Get This Money, VIP, Do What It Do, Stone Forecast, You Still Got It, Heaven, Wish You Were Here.
Shout out to Tank for that album.
Tank.
So much production and songwriting. You can hear his backgrounds all over that album. Shout out to Tank.
oh, yeah.
One of R&B goes.
I am gonna say what I said about somebody else about Tank. Might be one of the most slept on writer
R&B.
producers.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all the way. I mean, in the R&B world, he might get his credit. I don't know, but I don't hear people talk about him like that, like they should, because he had an album or a song. I want to say the song was called Emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Singing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, beat was fire, everything, like, and I don't feel like people sing like that, because towards the end, Jamie Foxx was getting kind of poppy. He had like his ballads and stuff, but like we don't get like, and maybe I'm not looking for it, we don't really get the ballads anymore.
You gotta be able to sing for those. He could sing. I think if there's like a asterisk with Tank, is like a lot of his songs sound the same, and he only talk about sex for the most part. He talk a lot about sex and heartbreak.
I mean, but 3 6 Mafia songs outside the same.
Yeah, but at least I'm drunk and I'm high. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the energy behind it. So when you go to a Tank concert, he's taking off his shirt. He gonna play the piano. You gonna sit down. It's tailored for women.
Oh, okay.
So if you want somebody to do the work for you, bring your girl to a to a Tank. That's how I feel about it. I'm telling you, when I went to that Jamie Foxx concert, it was like the ratio had to been like 5-1, because girls go to concerts in droves. They go in groups. So it was me and my boys, and we ended up going backstage and like seeing them. And I didn't know Jamie Foxx was that short. He's only like
all them guys is short.
5'8", Tank like 5'9", 5. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got hope. That's how I feel.
Oh man!
All I gotta
Have
do
you
is make a
seen
song.
Yo Gotti and all them guys?
No.
Yo Gotti, man, he might be like 5'3".
God
Yeah,
damn.
all them little, like, all
Yo
them niggas is
Gotti,
small.
T.I., all them guys is little.
Yeah, I know. I think T.I. was like 5'9" or something like that. I
Mhm.
didn't know Ludacris was like 5'6". He like my height
Yeah.
apparently.
That's the person I was thinking of too. Ludacris. They're all real short,
yeah,
man.
all of
Gotta have
them.
some money. Better be funny.
Remember the first time I seen Kevin Hart in real life, I said, "Are you fucking serious?" Like, I knew the nigga was small, but
I mean,
that
like
small,
Kirk
bro.
Franklin small.
when he's standing next to Shaq, it's like 2 Kevin Harts.
Bruh, he was small. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
He made it work for him though. If he was
Oh.
big, he wouldn't be that funny.
bro, you have to. I mean, but that's part of what makes you a great person, is where you can take whatever situation, whatever cards you was dealt,
Mhm.
and you play that hand the best way you
Had
can.
to. What was your
You
first
got to.
shows?
My first show was, so the openers was Fabulous, Petey Pablo, and then the main act was Juvenile.
Okay.
This was for Black Expo, I think like 2001.
When it counted.
Yeah, when Black Expo
Oh,
was
yeah.
Black Expo. And I remember my auntie, she took me, and I was in maybe 6th or 7th grade. But yeah, my auntie took me, and I was like, wow. Just like, this is what a concert is. Like, and that wasn't even like, looking back after all the concerts I'd have been to, like, that wasn't even that was really just like damn near like a club show almost. I mean, they didn't have no lighting or nothing special.
Yeah.
It was just niggas on stage and a DJ. But it was something big to me because I had never seen that before.
But see, my first concert was at a stadium, and it still was like just niggas on stage, but the No Limit tour.
Yeah.
Hard. I know that'd have been hard.
What's crazy is we got there early because my homeboy's parents took us. And at the time, Little Italy had just dropped. So he came out and performed one song. All right, I live in Colorado. All right, then Denver, I'm out. I'm sitting like, dang, he ain't gonna perform Badusi. You know what I'm saying?
They gave the nigga 3 minutes.
Yeah, hey, you got one song, nigga. And he performed the first song on the album. And so it's crazy because now, like, once every few weeks, I go on Apple and I just look and see, because a lot of the old No Limit albums are not on there. Like the ones that kind of came out in that 28 album period or whatever, but they just put Mercedes on there.
Bruh. See, I thought about her, it had been a few months ago, because I was like, people never mention like how big of a song she had for No Limit. Like, she probably had one of the biggest No Limit songs.
I'm going to tell you why. Because when they re-released it, they put it on the 504 Boys album. So the 504 Boys really get the credit, but it was on her album first. I can play that song at any event.
Let me tell you about your baby daddy.
Oh, not that one.
Which one?
You ain't gotta say too much from the look in your eyes. I can tell you wanna fuck.
See, I'm thinking about the
first. That's the first song on the
your
album.
thing.
Do what you wanna do.
That's
yeah, big song, big song,
huge fucking song, bro.
But I'm listening to the album the other day, and I'm like, damn, I know a lot of these fucking songs on here because it wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like that album came out as No Limit was falling apart.
Yeah.
So I don't think it really got the push, but I want to say everybody was there. I mean, Fiend, Mia X, Master P, C Murder, Silk, Mac. It was everybody.
Damn.
But we were far as fuck. It was like going to the Indians game and you in the grass. And the motherfuckers is on the mound. You know what I'm saying? So they were far, but I just remember like it raining and my homeboy's mom just sat there in the rain and everything. I was sitting like,
that's love.
She gonna let us stay the whole time. And like, we on the bar because we can't go past that. And we just jumping in the rain. And at this, I'm gonna show you something real quick.
You a bad boy. You meant that.
C Murder said on a song one time, true tattoo on my back and my armhole. When I was able to get tattoos, I said, I'm doing that.
Would you rather go to a No Limit or a Cash Money show?
No Limit.
Prime?
No Limit. Like I said, I'm super biased, as you can see.
Yeah,
in the prime, me would probably be Cash Money.
Cash Money.
I'm probably rolling with Cash Money.
I would do
in the prime.
I would do anything to see Master P perform Ghetto Dope.
That's deep.
Snoop Dogg that performed Down for My Niggas. C Murder out there, Mac out there.
I think I just had more with Cash Money. Me personally, just more with Cash Money at that time. I mean, they call everything from like 97 to like 06. They call all of that shit the bling era. like
I mean, but they always blinging.
They always blinging.
The bling era is just New Orleans. Period.
Oh yeah.
But can you imagine? What song would Cash Money perform at that time compared to Make 'Em Say
What?
Bling bling.
Hold up, man. Back that ass up don't count? What are we talking about?
That's one.
Back that ass up comes on today everywhere.
Wait, bling bling you wouldn't count, bro?
Man, that song is not good until the hook.
That counts.
No, I'm just saying. Hey, take that first 30 seconds off of there.
They weren't the best rappers.
Hey,
you know
they
that.
wasn't the best rappers.
I'm not. They come in here.
They weren't the best rappers.
No, I'm just saying. Turk and Baby came first.
They did, and hey, boy, I got these diamonds iced up in the bum. You be like, God dang.
Hey,
baby, tell me how you love that.
I want to see the lyrics.
Tell me how you love.
I want to see them lyrics on there. Because, hey, that nigga was on his Silk the Shocker shit right there, and they give Silk hell.
I don't care, man.
But I'm just talking about how big this song was.
Oh, yeah.
Those might be running neck and neck as far as like how big they was. Because you couldn't turn on the radio without hearing bling bling.
Nuh-uh.
But it's the same thing with Make 'Em Say
Make 'Em Say was special. They had Shaq in the video.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
like,
that was a big deal.
Bruh, and when still to this day, like, this for anybody that, I do the video. So if y'all want to get a video shot, I do want to do this. But when Mystical was sitting on top of that basketball court with the hard.
That was
bro.
hard,
That
man.
was hard, bro.
I used to always think, how can I get up there?
How the fuck they get him up there?
How you get a tank to come in the court? What are you doing?
Hey, man.
They drove a tank in the
They
basketball
drove a tank in that
A gold
motherfucker,
tank.
bro.
Master P had like gold rims. Like you remember his Cribs edition and stuff, the kind of rims and stuff he had. He had
No, the
jewels and
ceiling.
stuff. And yeah, the gold tollers and stuff. Like the money he had, the stuff he was doing was wild.
I remember people used to say Master P was broke, and I would just laugh. I'm sitting there like, I know I've said this before, but you knew here. If Master P got $1, which we know he got way more, for every album that he sold on No Limit, Master P has $75 million.
Impressive.
But
He
was
made
getting
way more than $1.
but he was
for every-
getting, was it 80 or 75%?
He was doing, I think he had an 85-15, so he was getting 85.
All he had was a
Okay.
distribution deal. You know what I'm saying? He put the money up.
That's all he needed. I just need y'all to get the shit out.
Yeah, that's it.
Did you see Beats by the Pound on 85 South Show?
I don't think I did.
Not to give anybody else promo, but KLC said when they dropped them 28 albums that year, 28, 26, whatever it was, they had 8 days to complete the album.
Each artist had 8 days?
Yeah.
Dog.
8 days. And he said that's from them making the beats, recording the songs, and mixing the songs. He said they were doing everything. So that's why that's why the artwork was in the CDs. For the next one to come out, he said because Master P gave him a dry erase board, basically. This will be dropping this year. He said they had nothing done for nothing.
Why are they pushing that hard? 8 days?
8 days.
That's like, only people I heard like do something like that and do it at a high level is Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean, well, they said Jay-Z did
So he did the Blueprint in the weekend.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Master P, I mean, not that they compare, but he did the Ice Cream Man the weekend too.
Come on, bro.
Come on now.
It's the difference is it sounds like
Come on now.
Straight
it
up.
sounds like it was
what I
done
would
in
come
the
up.
weekend.
If somebody was like, you got to come up with the hottest thing you come up with 8 days. Like I wouldn't be able to move. I wouldn't be able to leave the house.
But I mean,
I wouldn't
no.
be able to.
but think
But
about
I think
it.
we could do it.
It's possible.
But I don't
You
think
won't sleep.
I don't think any of them put out their best work during that time.
Silk
Like-
definitely did.
Sure.
Okay,
Silk.
Silk. I give you Silk with that. Mystical, I don't think. I think Mystical, because actually, I think
Unpredictable might be his second best.
What's his first?
Let's Get Ready,
I was gonna say either that one or
But he
Tarantula.
and neither one of them he was with.
Yeah,
No
with
Limit.
No Limit. Then
Unpredictable is where I listen. Only album I listen to all the way through a couple times.
what's your favorite song on there?
Unpredictable. Probably the lead one. He had the song called "I Put the Dick on the Track."
Make a say. Ooh, fire!
I wasn't supposed to be listening to that.
I was supposed to
I
listen
put the needle to the groove.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know I knew
Yeah.
Mystical like that.
Hey, we're gonna beat this part out.
Motherfuckers can't do what I do. Hard. His delivery is special.
You know what's crazy?
The James Brown of rap.
Yeah.
What's crazy about that? You know how everybody kind of like remakes old songs and stuff like that. I cannot believe nobody has remixed "Still Smoking." Still smoking, but still, the motherfucking bass was nasty in that motherfucker.
Maybe there's certain songs that don't ever need to be touched.
What'd you say?
Maybe certain songs don't ever need to be touched.
What? I got a feeling. I think somebody. I can't remember offhand, so I'm not gonna stick too hard on it. But
What you just said? These remixes are definitely getting abused right now.
Oh, no, like in the R&B circuit?
Oh man, Wiz just did "Still Dre."
What?
yeah,
It's trash.
that still is.
But they're doing it and they're not making the songs better. And to me, it's like Hitmaker is just giving them away because they're giving them the clearance. But I don't really like that many of them.
Well, see, and that's where Sweetie gets a bunch of flack from because she's just basically rapping over old beats and putting it out like it's a new song.
Well, it's just not showing that
You're
she
not
can-
changing that. You're not being original with it. Like it's nothing wrong.
them
to
songs are
sample.
still relevant to
But
us that
it's-
you redoing.
It's not nothing wrong to. I don't care about you sampling something that may have came out 10 years ago, but throw some flair on it. It just sounds like you just took the beat and rapped on it again. Like that's
Yeah.
not. It's already a hit. You're cheating, bro. Like
So you got to think she's not getting that much from it then.
no, like what was the damn my type?
I don't like that song.
That is literally Freak a Leak beat, and she's rapping on it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I went to Vegas. I got back to Vegas last week, and I heard that everywhere. Every club I went, I heard that
But
song.
I guarantee this: if you turned that off and put on Freak a Leak, they would have danced the exact same way.
No, they'd have got more hype.
Maybe, but 10 figure, that's the type of nigga. Like, talking about money is very ratchet. And girls like that.
But
Oh, yeah.
I think it's more of the beat than anything.
That's my type, nigga.
It connects because I remember being younger and Ja Rule, shout out to Ja Rule, he had the song with Case, and my mom would go nuts when that song came out. So everybody that be living it up, you say,
You never knew it was a sample, yeah, because it was.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know when I was younger, and then I started DJ. I'm sitting there like, oh, the original connects with her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got it, but she liked the hook.
But shout out
and Case was a big deal back
I remember, who was Alicia Keys? What Prince song did she remake?
If I was your, Why Don't You Call Me?
Yeah.
Why don't you call?
I remember the song came on, first time I ever heard it, and my parents is singing it word for word. I'm like, how the fuck they know this song? Then I hear later it's a Prince song that Alicia Keys just redid, and I'm like, oh shit, that's how they know it. It's an old Prince song.
Yeah.
Like,
But shout out to Puff. I think Puff is the originator of like mixing, bringing it back like that.
Hell yeah.
Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. I play that song at least 4 times a week.
You know how old I was when I found out there was a sample? Like,
come on, don't tell me yesterday. Don't tell me yesterday.
Years old.
Oh no, I wasn't that old. But I was like, oh shit, that's yeah, bro.
Well, I just found out that Shaquille O'Neal Can't Stop the Rain was a sample.
Never?
Yeah. Definitely didn't know.
I gotta go back and actually listen to that Shaq album.
Hey, man.
I gotta really go back.
We talked about that on one of these episodes, bro, and Shaq is pretty decent, bro.
He is. He talks about it like I think All the Smoke. If y'all watch All the Smoke, shout out to him.
I do.
I seen the snippet of it. Yeah.
How he only want to do that one album. He said he only got $1 million from it. He was like, "Nah, I'm cool."
Oh yeah.
Well, he did. He did 3 albums.
3.
He did 3. But you know how he even got about to doing them albums.
What you mean?
He had said he was
I seen that's part.
Yeah,
I
went to
seen.
Arsenio Hall show. And he was like, I don't want to do just a regular interview. I want to do something different. And they was like, well, you can rap or sing or do something like that. He was like, I rap. And he went on there and rapped on the show.
That's crazy.
And the record company called his agent and was like, we want to give Shaq a deal.
That's crazy. And got all them features on there.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear just Shaq rap.
But that's what he said.
That's what he said. He said, nobody wants to hear me just rap. He is like, so I have to be able to go get the best people, whoever I want.
People he wanted.
He said the people I want. Man, come
that's
on.
tough.
He got a stellar. It wasn't no throwaway verse from Biggie.
No.
Like,
That's
Biggie
somebody
spit
used
on that.
and recycle and all
Biggie
that.
spit on that motherfucker. So, yeah,
that
man.
era was tough, though. I wish we could have got more from Big Pun, too. Like, Big Pun could rap.
Oh,
Rap.
Yeah, the first album is I mean, I guess kind of his only one in a way. It was a classic for sure.
Yeah. Well, they had he had the Yeah Baby. I think that came out right as that
was Post, I think.
Still Not a Player on there, I think.
No, that was the first
Classic.
one. Capital Punishment.
Then what Yeah Baby got on there?
Yeah, baby has It's So Hard.
It's So Hard. That's what I was thinking.
My joint. Just to be. This one he just died and they put out his video.
Oh,
That was sad.
I know we talking about hip hop on this show, but let me tell y'all something. One of the greatest R&B albums to me of all time is Donnell Jones' Where I Want to Be.
He was just here like last week.
You know how,
Really?
You know how I first heard Donnell Jones? At the Classic.
Damn, for real?
Circle City Classic. We was at the parade, bro, and he had, what was the first song?
You Know What's Up?
Yep, You Know What's Up with Left Eye.
Yeah.
That was on there. He was passing out. Well, it wasn't him. It was his little team. He was there too, but they was passing out the singles.
Hey, man, his top songs, the first 5 of the 6 are from that album.
Oh yeah,
Solid.
Where I
And
Wanna
then
Be
the other
album.
one is It's So Hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That Where I Want to Be is, like I said, this is R&B to me at its height. So what we did was we did the best 10 years of hip hop. And what we came to in agreement is that it was 96 to 06.
That's a different range. Why 96 to 06? Because that's when Soulja Boy came out with 07. We was in high school.
Well,
So, all right, when Soulja Boy came out, that's when y'all said nah.
no. Well, technically, we gave Soulja Boy the pass of 06 because when I first heard Soulja Boy was on the internet, and Tony and all them had brought it over from the on the computer. So, but the album came out in 07, so I'm gonna still put Soulja Boy in 06.
I remember listening to Soulja Boy in summer school the summer before my senior year. So that was 06.
He changed. He changed the game. He's probably most influential rapper as far in our generation. Not as far as like rapping, but as far as you handle the business and getting yourself out there.
Oh, he's definitely one of the.
Oh yeah.
Hey, when he be talking about I was the first rapper to do all this, that nigga ain't lying.
Yeah.
Getting ringtone money, like huh?
Yeah, like he ain't lying about none of that stuff.
But what I was getting to with the best 10 years, we were saying with R&B, the best 10 years is probably going to be way different because the early 90s R&B.
It's so hard with R&B though because it's
everything that's being sampled now comes from 90s R&B. Like all the hitmaker stuff is coming from that era.
All of it, man. The SWVs, the cut.
So if you talking about like the SWV, Escape, Jodeci, that type of era.
Drew Hill, Boyz II Men.
See, yeah, that's what I was.
Jagged Edge.
If y'all haven't watched, they got a show on Netflix.
This is Pop.
This is Pop. Have you seen that?
No.
You're talking about Boyz II Men? That was tough.
They got an episode where they break down the Boyz II Men effect, bruh, and watch that shit. Because when I first seen the title, I'm like, the Boyz II Men effect.
And how they
as I was watching it, I was like, these niggas did change the game, bruh. Like they.
Hey, are you talking about the Nehu and all that?
No, they were talking about how Boyz II Men was black, but they related to a white audience, and then all the white boys copied it. The NSYNCs, the Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees.
Yeah. They had dude from was it NSYNC on there? He was like,
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boy. He was like, everything we did was based off of Boyz II Men.
Can't sing like them, but got the image and had
like
that.
Every single thing. He said every single thing we did was based off of Boyz II Men.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
They was showing where they was having auditions, and they said they wanted a group that could sing like Boyz II Men but look like Cool Kids on the Block.
Tough.
Damn. No, I didn't.
Tough.
Watch that shit, bruh.
I'm definitely watching.
Watch that shit, bruh. It's an eye opener, bruh, and that's. Like a lot of that music that was coming out during that time, bro, it was crazy.
And it was good too. Backstreet Boys and NSYNC ain't no punks.
No, that's what I'm saying. Once they were saying that, I was like, well, I see why. Yeah, I see why people like them so much. If your blueprint is Boyz II Men,
of course. But Boyz II Men couldn't like keep up. They weren't really edgy.
No, they wasn't. They
not edgy at all.
They was the most round, circless. Like there was not no edge to Boyz II Men,
and they wasn't dancing either. Well, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys,
right. That's what it was. They had changed. They just gave him a little edge to him.
What's your favorite Boyz II Men song?
I already know what mine is. Hands down, I Make Love to You, and it's because of the last 30 seconds of that song.
I ain't mad at that.
When that nigga said,
we don't even talk anymore.
Water Runs Dry. That's my shit.
They got some bangers, but I make
I'm
love
a sing
to
in
you,
the
bro.
desert with linen on? I want to do that today. Come on. I was out in Vegas like, dog, give me some linens right now.
I'm about to shoot a video right the fuck. I'm about to shoot
That's my dog.
The linens on?
Hey.
Down on bended knee is hard.
I'm trying to think.
Mama, End of the Road. Just
shout out to Babyface again.
They got some,
yeah.
Him and L.A. Reid.
Shout out to him.
I'm trying to think.
L.A. Reid's book was good too. If you ever get a chance to read,
I need to check
it out. I'm trying to think.
Boyz II Men got way too. They got a lot of bangers, bro. They got a lot of bangers.
On Bend the Knees. That's the one I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
That's the joint, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm a cry. I'm a beg. Come on.
And then I loved them on Hey Lover.
Mm-hmm. Hard.
Michael Jackson sample, by the way.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
They have an acapella version on their third album of Can You Stand the Rain. It's up there for me.
Really?
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
Well,
it makes sense because, Michael...
Evolution?
Mm-hmm. It's a song from Mama. Can You Stand the Rain? It's an acapella version of it.
I see it right here.
Go play that for your girl. Thank me later.
Thank me later.
They got a Spanish version of this album.
What? They used to do that back in the day, though, too.
Yeah, they used to
Christina
do that.
Aguilera and
La
all them.
Chica de la Red Vista.
Yeah, they was doing,
They
that
got
too.
one of the best Christmas songs of all time, and Let It Snow.
Oh, it's not Christmas until you hear Let It
Come
Snow.
on. Shout out to Brian McKnight.
Yeah, it's not
That
Christmas until you.
sounds like Brian McKnight. I didn't know that.
Come on, man. Brain Blast.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey.
Hey,
Shit.
Brian McKnight, that nigga too,
He
bro.
is, man.
Oh, yeah.
Brian McKnight is that nigga too.
Vincent
Definitely.
Child was my guy.
I remember he had that one, let me see how your pussy work or whatever.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
he had a video for it.
What? Oh,
Man.
I don't know if you can find it anywhere. but,
Professional? Hold on, man.
it was goofy.
Okay.
It was so goofy. No,
He said
it was him.
professional.
He did it. He's in it. He did it.
Man, I'm about to look this shit
Let
up
me
real
show you how
quick.
pussy work, and he was singing his ass off.
Man.
Come on, YouTube.
That nigga Brian McKnight will be singing, boy.
Who's back to rap? Who's your top 5? Like if we go into the car in a road trip, I want to hear these 5, not like technical or achievement or anything like that.
I'm going to go off my top 7 list, most likely.
Oh, 7.
No, my top 7 list. Just the artist, not albums, just artist.
Yeah, sure. It's an artist. Road trip. We driving from here to LA. This is what you playing.
Road trip. Busta Rhymes, Outkast, Kanye. Busta Rhymes, Outkast, Kanye. I just need some ghetto. So I'm gonna say 3-6.
I need some ghetto.
I need some ghetto as hell.
Yeah. You don't need something to keep you up.
Take 3-6 off. Lil Jon.
Okay.
And I go with Ice Cube. I just have to go with Ice Cube.
Real quick, I wish Lil Jon would have went against Manny Fresh on his verses.
No.
Because he was T-Pain and Lil Jon, and that's just two different
Manny-
vibes.
Manny Fresh should have been KLC or Beats by the Pound.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not what's his name? Having a brain fart. Who'd he go against? The
Scott
white boy.
Storch.
Scott, he got
That
jumped.
was unfair.
Because it was Dr. Dre everywhere.
That was unfair. To me, Scott Storch going against anybody, honestly, because bro, as soon as he played that motherfucking Let Me Love You, it was over to me. I'm sitting like, what can you play against that? That was
Scott
a
Storch
huge
is just
song.
I don't even put Scott Storch as a producer, really. I put him as a musician. Because if you don't touch the drums, I don't put you like in a producer realm. Talk to me. Your top producers all touch the drums.
But okay, the older I got with what you're saying, to me, Timbaland loses points then.
Why?
Because he relied heavily on samples.
Sure, but that's most producers in that era. But he at least touches the drums. I pick the snare. I got the kicks.
That's still producing.
I know, but like he's using more. He didn't use sampling in the sense of like East Coast producers. What I'm saying, it's like when you hear a lot of those songs, it was the melody, not the drums of those big songs, like the Aaliyah song. You know what I'm saying? Like More Than a Woman. That sample is the big thing of that song.
1 in a million. Those hi-hats and the way he used them. A lot of people try to replicate that.
Oh, I mean, well, yeah. I'm gonna tell you something else.
Jigga what? The way he uses them drums.
I'm gonna tell you something else, man. The old social media is hurting a lot of people because the people I used to put on a pedestal, the more I watch them, the cornier they become to me.
It's hard to be cool with social media.
That's a lot of people.
And the number one person on that list, and Versus really exposed them, was Swizz Beats. I love that nigga, bro, but he didn't have the hits we thought he had.
No, see, and I felt
and the Drake shit, bro, shit was corny to me too.
I felt like Swizz has always had just enough hits.
But he's not getting better.
No, but I feel like he make a big enough hit to make you forget about all this. It's like the nigga that missed all these shots, but then he hit a game winner.
The Robert Horry of Production? I got 7 rings.
I got 7 rings.
Hey,
G.
look.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Hey, real shit though.
Hey,
real shit.
that is one of the best things said on this show.
Real.
Bro.
That is, he's the Robert Horry of producing, bro.
Hey,
You trash man. Kiss my ass.
That's
Bro,
funny.
I mean, if you talking Swizz Beats, it's just his big songs, bro. Like
Yeah.
anything besides that, you not really.
He just not as musical as the ones we really like. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about Dre, like Dre could touch the piano. He got samples going on. Same thing with Kanye.
one thing Iceman has said. He said, and after we did further research, we put it on Facebook, and niggas was like, no, Juicy J or 3-6, whoever, versus the Neptunes.
What? I'm going with the Neptunes.
But we just saying for viewing purposes, you hitting both sides because the songs, man, like that motherfucker
It's
would
gonna be rocking. You gonna be
the
you
whole
gonna
time.
rock back and forth. My whole thing with that, I was just upset when people was trying to downplay Juicy J like he couldn't compete 20 songs with Pharrell.
yeah, but Pharrell got 50. There was a time where he
No,
was
no,
the
no,
only
no,
one
no.
on the radio for like a
Oh,
good
no.
through 2 year.
We brought that up.
Oh,
He said that.
trust me, because I said something about Pharrell that boys was on my top. I said Pharrell was greater than Prince.
Wait a minute.
But
Wait a minute.
Deuce.
As far as the production goes, or as far as the music.
Consistent
as far as
bodies of work.
consistent bodies of work and what he's done, what he's brought to the game, everything of that, he's greater than Prince. And that's not saying that Prince is nothing or nobody. It's just that at the end of the day, at the end of the world, when all of this is done and somebody looks back at the grand scheme of things, Pharrell is going to have more of an impact on this world with music than Prince does.
You know what? Why this is on subject but off. The reason why I always kind of put Kobe. I started to put Kobe above Mike.
I always have.
Until I watched that the
Last Dance.
and Kobe said if it wasn't for Mike, he said it. One for Mike, I wouldn't have got it because he gave me all the game. So
Get
it's
that.
kind of hard to be like Pharrell is better than Prince
I
because
get
Prince
that.
never heard
I get
Pharrell,
that.
and they didn't have all the stuff.
I
They got simple machines.
I
and you had-
100%
You had to
get-
play it. It wasn't no samples. I had to.
I
It
get
came
all
from
of
my
it.
brain.
I get all of that, and in my perfect world, time wouldn't exist because I just want to look at it that way. Because time is the only thing that gives Prince that factor over him, is because he came first.
Sure, but he could play everything too.
Oh yeah, he can play. I said this.
But Pharrell could play a lot. I
Pharrell
didn't know
could
that
play
he
a
could do
lot.
so much.
Yeah,
And to me, the pen. There are so many people I don't think would have even
Hits.
a piece of a hit if it wasn't.
if it wasn't for Pharrell,
Khalees
bro.
would be nobody.
I ain't disagreeing with you.
Khalees wouldn't be nobody. Like after I listened to them albums again, I'm sitting there like, there's no way she wrote these songs.
No.
They all sound like him.
And when you hear something that somebody got that Prince wrote, it sounds like Prince wrote it.
Yeah,
You
1000%.
listen to Moore's Day and the Times, it sounds like a Prince song.
Have you listened to Prince's album he has called I think it's the singles or the hits? Is hit songs he gave to other people, but it's actually him singing them.
Mm-mm.
Hold on real quick. Y'all can keep going. I'm gonna look it up real fast. But I
Like,
listened
like
to
I feel for you and all that.
let me see.
Cause he just over Shaka Khan and I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
Prince was a wild boy with that pen. Y'all just like Alicia Keys has covered him. Prince is like mentored Janelle Monáe. Like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Prince is,
tough.
I actually got a new album out today too.
and that's why I was
Prince
saying when I'm
Originals.
saying that Prince Originals.
I'm gonna check that out.
Originals. Yeah, it's
But yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not saying Prince is irrelevant. That's so far from that. But
I'm checking that out.
Jungle Love.
Jungle Love.
It,
Hard.
it sounds it really sounds like because Sex Shooter is my shit.
mhm.
And to hear Prince singing, I was like, oh shit.
In
Yeah.
that Pharrell drink chaps, and he said that he was going to. He wrote oh my god, frontin' for Prince.
Yeah.
I would have loved to hear that, and with a Jay-Z verse,
Well, he said he
I
got.
would love to hear anything he could have did for Prince or Michael Jackson.
that would have been.
He said he wrote
crazy.
"Justified" from Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
If
crazy.
Mike
I
So
think I said
on my top 25 albums, Justified is up there. It's in my top 25 albums ever.
over Future Sex.
Future Sex Love Sound.
Boy, you gotta take your time. You gotta think twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand on it. Just because, to me, like it was so Neptunes. It was so Neptunes. Like I play Take It From Here at weddings. You know what I'm saying? Like I you know what I'm saying? Like
you gonna play End of Time at weddings too, and that's gonna trump. And that's gonna trump that song.
True.
Yeah. You know what? No, I can't say that.
I like what Timberland did with JT over what Pharrell did with JT.
See, honestly,
it's a toughie for me.
Honestly,
I wish they would
Pharrell
have kept working together.
Pharrell and Timberland
that's the
should have
verses
did
I
the
wanna
verses.
see. Yeah.
Pharrell and Timberland should have
But
did
if
the verses.
Kanye and Pharrell do it, I'd be happy with that too.
Well, I know Pharrell said
Ooh.
Pharrell really don't want to do it because I think his like 20 is like totally different than what like we would think. Like Pharrell is so eccentric
Abstract.
and all of that and abstract. That's what you're saying. He was like, I'll probably go left field and they'll be like, what the hell are you
He'll put out
doing?
a
You know what?
Britney Spears song.
Exactly, yeah,
Because-
something like that.
Because I would want to hear NERD sooner or later. Because what the fuck is going to touch that?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He has so
Sound like strippers to me.
it's so much.
I remember watching
bruh.
Uncut. You wasn't there. I was 15 years old, waiting up at 2:00 in the morning to watch that video.
Man.
Oh,
Hey,
baby,
man.
you want me? Hard.
Ooh.
You can get this lap. Come on now.
I love that album. Front to back. That's on my
Hard.
that hold on. Was that in my top?
And seeing
I think it
sounds
was.
hard. Oh, the girl standing in the.
Yeah, bro.
That intro on that album really was kind of personal for me because me and my friend always talk about how they give kids all these diagnoses now of ADHD and stuff like that. And even to this day now, I look at patterns in everything. I could be taking a shit and I look at the pattern of the tile on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I was in class all day as a kid. Drawing stuff on the ceiling, come back the next day, see if I can see what I seen yesterday.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? The whole seeing sounds and sounds as color. Me and my friend had a conversation about that before the album came out, and we were like, dang. The whole time we're talking, we're like, we thought we were the only ones like this. And then he made that album, we were like, oh my God. Just to see it say seeing sounds, we were like, that's how I see all this. Like, I can literally look at this screen and know when we're laughing.
Mm-hmm.
I almost can like see the words in a sense. And then especially, you know, doing music, you can see when it's a kick drum. You can see when it's a cymbal. You can see when it's a snare. That's how things always were to me as a kid. So can you imagine these kids now sitting in class for 90 minutes and their minds are wondering
Come on now.
about music or skateboarding or riding a bike or art or just drawing or anything? That is the one thing that I don't like about school.
Come on.
Because they're trying to make all the kids the same. I got 4 kids.
Well, you've been busy.
And none of them are the same.
None of them are the same.
Mhm.
I tell people this all the time, and they say that sounds crazy. All my kids have only child syndrome.
That's different.
Bro, one is 18, just graduated high school, football player, track star. He doesn't share anything with any of the kids because he's the oldest.
Mhm.
He's driving, he's doing this and that. And he's, firstborn. Cool. Next one is a girl.
Different.
Only girl at that.
Mm-hmm.
So now, you know what I'm saying? She gets girl treatment that none of the boys will ever get.
Too bad.
And then my 18-year-old, he's out there. He's flashy. You know what I'm saying? 10-year-old, loner, can do everything by himself. Ain't got to be around nobody to have a good time. None of that. He's just chilling. Now he's getting into sports, video game, whatever. Doesn't share anything with anybody once again. You know what I'm saying? They all have their own thing. Like if I go to the store, I have to literally buy my kids their own box of cereal. Because one might not eat cereal for a whole week, but then if he doesn't eat none, he didn't get none because the other 3 then ate all of it. You know what I'm saying? And then we have a 3-year-old. He's a baby. He got toys. You know what I'm saying? You already know what time that is. So it's like they all have and they're all different.
Mm.
They don't like anything the same. I mean, one don't eat mashed potatoes. One don't like mustard. One don't like onions. It's like they're literally all their own person. And I love that about them. but they got to go to school and be like everybody else.
I don't like that. I've been working on education. This is my 9th year straight. Working on education, and it's wild. We don't really have music in schools like that, and they make kids sit down for hours on end. I can't sit down for
as a grown person.
Look, bro, we've been here for an hour, 17 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But we're having a great conversation. Kids aren't having great conversation in school.
No, I'm making you learn how to multiply fractions. You know how bizarre that is?
That you'll never use again.
That you never use.
I remember being in school and my mom, like, my grades wasn't always, my thing was I didn't do no fucking homework. I hated fucking homework.
Busy work.
I felt like my shit should be done at school. Bruh.
You don't take your work home.
Now, I give you my theory on that?
Yeah, I remember you telling me, like, we go to work, and when we're done with work, we're done with it. We don't do shit at home. We don't do as a job, not as a career. Your career is totally different. But if you're working a job, you clock in 8 hours and you clock out. There's nothing more you do until you go back.
Anything after that is overtime.
It's overtime or extra pay.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we making our kids do this extra stuff at home?
Because now you have to think, if your kid is in sports, when the fuck do they have time to do anything?
To do anything.
So now if my son gets out of school at 4:00, he's not home at 4:00. He got to ride the bus or be picked up. He might want a snack. His friends might be outside, but he got to do homework. Then he has practice at 6. Come home 7:30. We're not home at 7:30.
Right.
Wash your ass. Got to eat. Still might have to do homework. So my son, basically, the days he has practice, that's his only time he gets to hang out and do anything because of that. But like now, we just got a piano upstairs.
I saw that. I want to touch that. So
yeah, we got a tune, so you definitely can do it before you go. But it's like, what if I wanted to give my son piano lessons? He doesn't have time because he's doing fucking homework.
Yeah.
So it's like they can't even learn how to do anything or make time for anything because the weekend they really want to enjoy themselves. How can I tell my son has been at school for 40 hours and got to do 10 hours of homework and then do 7 hours of working out that he can't play the game for 12 hours on the weekend?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they can't play the game during the week. I got to give them some kind of, you know what I'm saying? Some kind of structure to have their leisure on the weekend. But at the same time, it's crazy. We went from music to this. at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It's just hard.
I understand.
It's just hard because I don't know how to even say it.
It's hard because I know as a kid, like, my brain still to this day works differently. But I know that now. As a kid, I don't know. Like, I remember, like, telling my mother, she'd be like, well, why are your grades slipping? Why are you? I'm like, Mama, I don't learn like that. Like, I'm telling her, like, I don't learn like that. I'm not about to read this book and just magically understand what's going on.
Like the other 29 kids in the class.
Put this shit in my hand and let me I don't need that book. If you put this in my hand and let me fiddle with it and figure it out, I'm going to work it better than the motherfucker that just read the book about it.
What'd you learn at school about music that you use right now to this day?
About music? Well, I'm a little different because that was my shit. So
but I'm saying, did you learn it at school?
I mean, I started singing in church first.
That ain't school, though.
It ain't, but we had to go. But as far as music, like just learning how to sing, how to breathe, I could read music, diction, how to dance and sing at the same time. I was in show choir. So a lot of that stuff is just a different type of discipline.
But show choir is not English, math, social studies, science. That's what I'm saying. Because
as far as like me being able to write a song, I could read a book and use that in a song. You know what I mean? Like, I could write a song. A lot of people can't write. Like, I don't know how R. Kelly did it, but
yeah. But for instance, I went into high school with credits because I was very, very good at math. So I'm doing calculus, pre-calculus, trigonometry, all in high school. That means nothing now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm agreeing with you.
So it's like if these kids had piano class, they can use that forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Forever.
Spanish class even. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did Spanish for 4 years. I wish I would have took it more serious because I would be fluent like I was my senior year. You know what I'm saying? But they're not giving the kids anything that's going to stick to them forever.
My main mission in life, even though I do music and all that, my main mission in life is to flip the education system. That's going to take some money, some resources, and some connections. But I read a book called Think and Grow Rich. And one of the main things is like teaching people how to actually make money and apply things that really matter. And in the book, it said, if we really taught kids about finances, they'd be done with school by 15, 16. And then you can go about your life.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like, but teaching them, I'm telling you, that's one of the reasons, like, I don't know if I can keep doing education because we're not teaching them what they need. And we feeding them bad food. So I need to get milk out of there. I need to give the kids water.
Come on, man.
And me working in COVID and wearing a mask and stuff, we had to give them water bottles every day. And they begging me for water. You know what I'm saying? When we take something they need, it shows you what they really need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So teaching them about this, we need to teach them about money, what actually matters. They don't even know like states and stuff. You know what I mean?
Man.
But it's a lot. I can get it that heavy, but
now this is not really music related because we all off here now.
We ain't here now.
Let me ask you this. Do you remember your first job, how much money you made an hour?
I worked at McDonald's on 71st Street by Pike, and I made $5.25.
Okay. So, and you were probably 16?
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's 15 right now. She makes $11 an hour.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
She ain't that far away from
So
where she work?
Let me apply.
Now imagine if my daughter got $40 an hour. What is the point of her going to school?
There is none.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because let's just say 10 times 40. She make $400 a week. People are living off of that now. Now they're not probably living the best, but it's just almost like these kids are going to stop going to school eventually if they're going to get jobs that are paying $11, $15. Bro, I just seen a nurse go off on Facebook because Dunkin' Donuts is wanting to pay people $19 to $22 an hour. If they offered that to one of my kids, how do I tell them you're not doing that? Go to school. You
don't need the biggest resource, the benefit of going to college is the connections in the network. But we have social media now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's no point in me making the biggest decision in your life at 18 is getting into student loan debt that never goes away. And they didn't tell us that at 18, 19. Like, this is never going away. You could go bankrupt. Somebody can die. It don't matter. You got to pay this money. So, like, I think people should learn trades anyway. And these kids are learning YouTube money.
Yeah.
Playing video games and making $50,000 a year.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
And that's the thing, too, what a lot of people need to understand. And I told one of the older guys at my job, because to him is, I got to go to work. I got to go to work. I got to go to work. And I tell him, I don't need $1 million to be happy. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people think a whole lot of money is going to make them happy. I said, literally, if they gave me enough money right now, I'm just throw a number out there. They gave me $100,012.39, and that paid my house off today, I would quit my job. Because this is my biggest investment. If I don't have this, I can just DJ. I could teach my DJ school. I could be a stay-home dad. I can take my kids to school every day. I could pack their lunch. I can go work out. Because I'm literally working my job for this and for my kids to have insurance. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Everything else I can afford with how I'm living, DJing and stuff like that. And I tell my kids all the time, I'm going to do everything I can to where you guys don't have to work or work for yourself or have your own company or your own business, because you'll be happier. I'm telling you, man, I'm going to be late to work probably 3 days next week because I have the right to. Because I have 12 minutes, I can be late every week, and I'm going to use every minute I can.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm going to be an hour to 2 hours early to DJ every time.
I ain't mad at you. I forgot who said this, but he said that having a bunch of money, having a lot of money doesn't make you happier, but it solves a lot of problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not even for you. I can imagine if I had like $5 million just drop on my account right now. First of all, I'm changing my number and I got to move out of the city. But I got to. Think about how many people are going to be hitting me up to donate here and family members needing this, that, and the other.
Didn't the one guy win the lottery one time and put a mask on when he accepted his money?
Yeah.
Oh, gotta go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That would definitely be me.
Gotta go.
Motherfucker accept my shit. I'll send the attorney to accept it. Hey, man,
Something.
Yeah, I don't want no smoke.
None of that.
Who won? Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Definitely wear a football helmet, something. I'm wearing, that's smart.
Yeah, straight up. I know we was talking about music and got over here, but
Top 5 rappers. I didn't even give you my.
Going back. That's what it was. Yeah.
The top 7. We going 7 or 5?
You
said 7, right?
You gave me 5, so you got to do
top 5 artists.
All right,
top 5 artists. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm road trip. Rick Ross.
Yep.
Jay-Z.
Yep.
Kendrick.
Yep.
Drake. I want to say Big Crit, but I'm gonna say Cole.
So you have no old artists. Besides
Jay-Z is old.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
96.
Kanye 40.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, these are not the youngest cats.
No, I mean, you ain't got no little Uzi Vert none there, which I definitely didn't expect.
He got some tunes I like, though. He's
man.
fried. A lot of this new stuff, we just at that point where it's like none of this is making sense anymore.
Well, I seen a thing that said after 30, 98% of the music you listen to is stuff you listened to when you was growing up.
Oh, yeah.
It's about right.
Lil Uzi, one of his hardest songs is 20 minutes.
The song is called 20 minutes or it's 20 minutes long?
The song called 20 minutes.
I was about to say, he got a 20-minute song, bro.
That Tour Life joint was hard.
I couldn't even tell you.
He got I don't know what that is.
Hard.
He got a song that Pharrell produced that I like a lot.
Oh, yeah, Neon Guts.
Thank you. Yeah, that's hard. I keep up with everything new R&B, though. I'm more of an R&B head than like a old
So
hip-hop
give me
head.
somebody to listen to.
Ari Lennox, Lucky Day, Yeba. She's a white girl, but nice.
Okay.
You know who? Tori. I'm gonna brain fart. White girl. Tori.
White girl that can sing. Kelly.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a lot. Me. Who else? It's a lot. I could send you a playlist.
I'm serious. If you can send that mug, airdrop it, whatever you got to do, I definitely need that.
Yeah, I still listen to whatever Dream drop out. Anderson .Paak, whatever he drops out. Xavier Omar.
I love Dream, but I haven't been keeping up with him, and I feel
That's
bad
fair.
about that.
No, he kind of hit or miss. You know,
Okay.
but the stuff that you know is what you need to know. I think with him.
Definitely got classics.
Oh, yeah, he definitely got classics.
Definitely got classics.
Definitely. I guess that was my top 5. I saw Juicy J last week too when I was in Vegas. I've seen him twice. And
Who was that?
Juicy J.
I've
seen him twice.
I would love to see that for sure. You got 5 Ice?
5.
I know one of yours.
I'm gonna probably have to go Hove,
Mm-hmm.
Jeezy.
Yeah, that's the one I was gonna say.
I'm really trying to think of. It's so hard. Okay, Outkast, Hove, Jeezy, Outkast, Crit. What I need one more. I'm gonna go ahead and put. I'm gonna really go ahead and put Yo Gotti up there, man. I listen to a lot of Yo Gotti, man. I listen to a lot of Yo Gotti, a lot.
His I want to say his last 2 albums have been really good. The one where the house was burning down in the projects or whatever.
The Untrapped. Yeah,
that shit was hard.
I've been a fan of Gotti long time. Long time. So yeah, I definitely put him up there.
I like 2 Chainz a lot too.
I do.
I think he's funny.
Stuff he done recently started putting out, then been sounding good. He kind of upset me after. Well, he did a real good. What was that? Pretty Girls Like Trap Music.
Hard.
That was hard, and then like the next 2 after that, 1 or 2 after that was just okay to me.
The snippets he's been playing on his Instagram.
They been hard. That's what I'm saying. The new recent stuff. But like, what was the one he just put out? I
think it was Player Go to the League or something like that.
Nah, that was the one before this and this last one with the old picture on the front.
His Tiny Desk was hard. He was getting petty in the. I know what you
So
talking
help
about.
me God.
So help me God.
There we go.
That one and then the rapper Go to the League. Both of them was just to me.
What's this no face?
And then to come right after that, I think Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. That's like a 4.5 out of 5 to me. Like it's. And right before that, he had that Collard Grove album with Lil Wayne, which was hard.
Yeah.
So he dropped them, and I'm like, oh, he's taking off. This nigga about to. And then he put out that rapper Go to the League that I didn't care too much for.
They got Free Bass and True Religion on here.
Free bass.
Yeah, both of them was hard.
I like what Migos does usually too.
I like the new one.
The new one was
like
solid.
the new one.
I
It's real
haven't.
druggy.
I haven't played it.
Yeah.
I can only take them in doses.
I don't know if I would want to go to a Migos show really, but I feel like I just should for the culture.
I don't want to see 100 niggas on the stage.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I want to see an actual show.
I like how they starting to kind of dance a little bit. I like Offset can dance, first of all.
Yeah, I seen that.
When he does like his performances without them and he doing his thing, like give me that. I'll take some of that. And I wish they would bring that back.
They've been talking about that too, like how like dancing needs to come back into.
Niggas need to stop being so tough.
Well, it goes hand in hand together, bro.
When you
Like,
look at old school rap,
I gotta ask you a question.
I'm listening.
Which is better, the Migos together or the Migos separate?
Together.
come on, man, that ain't even.
I like them together. Because even Quavo, when I listened to his album, first of all, Quavo and that Quavo Travis Scott album was hard.
Nah, bro.
Did you not listen to it?
Yeah, I did.
Hey,
That Honcho Jack Honcho, that shit.
Black and Chinese.
Booty.
The energy behind it was dope. You got when I listen to albums a lot of times, I picture it live. Like I think, okay, if this is a Travis Scott concert and this goes off,
I don't even know one song on there because I was so I mean, maybe my standards were just too high, but I was upset.
you thought he was gonna come barred up?
No,
I'm talking about energy. Like how you make. What are you talking about? Energy. I don't want to hear Nas right now.
Yeah,
don't try to blow my brain. I'm trying to be drunk and hear what you feel.
I didn't care too much for that one, and I know that was at a time when he was rushing and putting a lot of stuff out. Because Astro World was really supposed to be like his second album.
Yeah,
I'm glad he waited. He didn't get a Grammy for that, but that's a different.
Yeah, that's a whole different story.
But I think I like them separate. I mean together, because separate, all their albums, was like Father or Four. I don't want to. That's cute.
and to me, and boys was killing me for this. I think I liked Takeoff's album the best out of all of them solo.
Take off the best rapper.
Rapper? Yeah, he's the best
He's
rapper.
the best
out of
rapper
the
out of the group. His single was hard.
Man,
group. I think you said it, like he's the true Migo. Like
he's the true Migo.
Quiet
he's the
Assassin.
one that sounds like the Migos. Like if you take them apart, he's the one. You be like, oh, you or me? Like you part of the Migos. Like everybody else just sounds like them.
Quavo got the swag. He got the personality.
Mhm.
He's
You know what I'm
Beyonce.
saying? Yeah, he the Beyonce of the group, sure. But he
But
don't rap,
Takeoff
he don't
is
rap
Kelly.
the best. Sure.
Oh yeah,
Takeoff is
Sure.
Kelly.
Offset.
Offset Michelle.
Offset.
She falling on the 106 and Park.
God damn. That was the most wild scene I ever seen. Just looked at her and had to keep going. Had to. You can't stop.
You can't stop.
Hey, what they say, one monkey don't stop the show.
And you the one monk.
Yeah.
Definitely the one monk. Going back to shows, the shows I wish I would have saw. Drake versus Lil Wayne. I wish I was living my life wrong. I wish I would have went that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Jay-Z came to Indianapolis in 2010. I was broken in college. I wish I would have figured out how to do that.
Damn.
Yeah, I was mad.
Bruno
I missed
came
that
here
one.
a couple years ago. JT came here a couple years ago before COVID.
It was crazy when Bruno came. I knew somebody that was working the pretzel stand at the stadium.
Should have got a job.
I definitely went up there and because Liz was pregnant, we went there and watched it.
Damn.
Closed the pretzel stand early, and just we was giving the pretzels away towards the end. So they like, y'all come in and watch real quick because we seen the new Kids on the Block. When it was a Boys to Men.
Yeah.
I was pissed because they had Boys to Men go on before Paula Abdul. Bro, I was like, what?
Straight up now tell me? That's
What
it?
the fuck else is she gonna perform?
I know. Like she got one song. Nigga. Like,
I think she might have been a little hot because of
American Idol.
Man, I want
Nah, they put her last because they thought they was in Indiana and knew you gonna put her last.
She wasn't last. I think New Kids on the Block or Backstreet Boys was last.
But why the hell would you? Paula Abdul should be number one.
Yeah, he'd be opener.
It gotta be an opener.
I just
bro.
argued with Pops about the damn fucking expo lineup
Who was it? I didn't even.
because it was like I want to say Key Sweat, Johnny Gill, Donna Summer, and somebody else. I was like Key Sweat should have went last.
Who did they have last?
I think Johnny Gill.
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Keith Sweat is clearly the biggest name out of all them.
And he just did verses
just
a week
did
before.
Verses,
I was just like,
Aunties were out for him.
come on,
man. Yeah, they fumbled on that one big time.
Let me see if I can find it real
I gotta
quick.
go back to something you said. You said Busta Rhymes, and I can't think of a solid. His last album was, good. I can't think of a time, like even in his prime, listening through a whole Busta Rhymes album and be like, this is amazing. He got singles. He got like cuts for sure.
I'm biased. I feel you though.
If he ever does a versus, I don't know who he would go against, but he would kill. It's two different vibes, but
this is the lineup. Hold real quick. We're gonna get back to Busta Rhymes. This is the Black Expo lineup. You tell me the order it should be in. Keith Sweat, Stephanie Mills, not Donna Summer, my bad. Johnny Gill and El DeBarge. And I want to say, I think El DeBarge was the closer.
Oh, fuck no.
And this is what I told my dad.
Stephanie Mills, El DeBarge, Johnny Gill, Keith Sweat.
That's exactly what I said.
I would switch El DeBarge and Johnny Gill. Unless Johnny Gill can go up there and do new edition stuff.
Okay, I can give you that. I can give you that.
But I'm just saying, like, he couldn't even perform no LSG songs.
Why not? Mike can't do My Body?
He had like 2 bars on the first hook.
He
the
did.
first.
God damn.
And he gonna get up there. You
I never got Johnny Gill.
Yeah. But like I was saying, they really couldn't sing. But
Bruh.
they performed him.
Bruh.
They performed him well.
None of them niggas you just mentioned really sing.
El DeBarge.
El DeBarge, I give him a little. Yeah, they can carry a tune a little bit.
But I was just like, my dad was like, Stephanie Mills got some big songs. I said, what?
You said Donna Summer and she died when?
I know.
She better not be.
If she at the show,
I'm not going.
Hologram.
That's messed
ain't
up.
nobody hologram.
That's the future though. They gonna mess around and
Come
buy the
man.
rights off from all, like a lot of dead artists and hologram.
I mean, honestly, Travis Scott changed the game with the Fortnite shit. I can't believe they haven't done more of those. They did like a Latin artist. They did I don't know, but man, my son came home and was like,
You gotta watch it.
Travis
You gotta
Scott's
watch
gonna
the
win
Travis
Fortnite.
Scott for it.
I was like, damn.
I'm not doing homework tonight, Dad.
Hey, I was in there with him.
You gotta whoop me after.
I'm in there with him. Hey, I'm in there with
Hey, it
him.
is what it is.
But
That's
yeah, but Busta Rhymes album, yeah, I've just been a fan forever. You know what I'm saying? Now I can suggest some albums for you, but what he was saying was he was like, Busta Rhymes always he was kind of like Ice Cube in a way where he had like the serious stuff on there, and then would have like those singles. But I would definitely say listen to the one I said, Extinction Level Event, Anarchy, and Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Like, and you're going to know the singles off of all of these for sure. Genesis, big single was Break Your Neck.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Dre made the beat, if you didn't know that. Anarchy, I don't think he really had like a big single. Fire was on here, if you know what that's. Yeah.
I remember the video.
Okay. I didn't have cable at this time, but yeah. I said it every episode. But this one was really good. And then Station Level Event, to me, there was just no misses on there. But I would say if you listen to those 3.
If him and Missy were to do a versus, it'd have to be like a video versus.
Ooh, that is a great idea.
Their videos are just what made
so
them appear from
wild,
the
sent them,
Did you see what they posted the other day of the most expensive videos ever? Did I send that to you?
Yeah, you did.
Is Busta? I think Puff probably has to have one up there.
He's number 1.
He has the number 1. Hold on.
Puff is number 1?
Yes.
I ain't surprised.
Victory.
Mm-hmm. That was wild.
Victory.
Helicopters and
the sun don't shine forever, but
shout
as long
out
as
to Jadakiss first.
So
of all.
yeah, it's
oh yeah.
So yeah, the most expensive rap videos are showing Puff number 1 with Victory, Hammer number 2 with Too Legit to Quit.
Wow.
Same.
Oh
thing.
yeah. I could see that. Never mind. Yeah, James Brown in the video.
Damn.
Busta, what's it gonna be?
Definitely.
Shout out to Janet.
Yeah. Will Smith, Miami. Then Missy, She's a Bitch.
Definitely.
Hammer again, Here Comes. I don't even know that song.
Mm-mm.
Fuji's Ready or Not, that threw me.
I can't believe that. It must have really been a submarine.
Said 1 point. Hey, for real. They had to for real get that submarine, bro.
For real.
And then the next 2 ending out the list is Kanye Stronger and then Kanye Touch the Sky.
I believe that.
I think he put up his own money for
He put
Touch
up
the Sky.
for that album is the one he was putting up all his money for
Like-
them videos because
like
he did
registration.
3 for Jesus
Registration.
Walks.
Dog.
Like
Jesus Walks on the first one, but yeah, he was putting up a lot of his own money with that stuff. But yeah, for Hammer to have 2 of them videos up here is ridiculous. But yeah, I know. I think I sent that to you. I was like,
Yeah.
Hammer really was just blowing his motherfucking money. But I think still, I wish this was an R&B list too, because I know Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson Scream is up
That-
there.
I think that's number one.
I think
I
that's the
wouldn't be
most
surprised.
expensive video, period.
Yeah, I
yeah,
wouldn't be
period.
surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Dog, they had the budgets for these videos back then. Now they like, you got an iPhone, figure it out.
yeah, shoot it.
Oh yeah.
Shoot it. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, a video now, if you spend more than 100,000, it's pointless
Yeah.
to spend over a music video. I mean, now if you're a huge artist, don't get me wrong, Drake, if he got a hit single, he's spending millions for a video.
What you got?
I was about to say that Drake and Travis, I can't even think of the name of the song right
Oh,
Sicko Mode.
now. Sicko Mode. That
yeah.
video was wild.
I was gonna say that one or the WAP video. There's a lot of effects in that WAP video.
It would. Well, you got to think too now. I mean, as long as really the money you spending on is location,
Yeah.
you don't have to. My MacBook, I can edit that WAP video.
Come on, WAP.
Yeah.
WAP or WAP?
WAP.
Oh,
WAP.
Cardi?
What that
What that's
pussy?
pussy?
okay, WAP.
Is it
Saying-
WAP?
I'm hearing WAP. It's WAP.
What they say? WAP, WAP,
said
WAP.
WAP,
That's
WAP,
some wet
WAP.
ass pussy.
So-
That's the clean version.
Yeah.
I love that song, by the way.
It's a soft
man.
man.
Let me tell you something, man. This is no joke, and it may be the events that I DJ. I can literally play Cardi and Megan all night.
Come on.
Oh yeah, they the hottest.
My
right
mama
now.
like Megan. When I hear Big Old Freak, my mama
I love that song.
She
I love that
love
song.
song.
I love that
I love that
song.
I love it because of the sample though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for
Hard.
sure.
but yeah, that song hard than a bitch. Like
Her
that's still one of
5'10"
my
self,
favorites.
She's special. I would love to see her in person. I'll just stare at her. Like I don't think I've ever seen something like that. Somebody like that in
An
person.
actual stallion like that.
Looking up
Like
at
it just
her.
yeah.
And you're
Yeah, bro.
pretty. Wow. I'll probably be a little geeky. I ain't gonna lie. Wow.
Oh yeah, I mean you ain't got no choice but to be geeky about that.
All them diamonds and stuff. Wow, that's impressive.
Hey man,
Shoot the club.
I always say
Shoot the club.
Shoot the club up.
know what time it is, don't you?
Boy.
That's fried.
And you got anything else for
Man,
me, man?
nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and because I know we gonna be up here all day. You be
I
up here
know,
talking
boy.
all day, man.
Hey, man. Great guest.
Appreciate you, man. My name is Vincent. You can find my music everywhere on all streaming platforms and YouTube.
Spell it out for him, man, please.
Like the letter Vincent. Vincent. That's simple.
You got anything coming soon, brother?
I just dropped a single. Actually, what's it today? Friday.
Yeah.
My single came out Black Queen today.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy it.
It's a groovy bop. You can stream it, share it, all that kind of good stuff. It's actually a single EP. So you'll get the radio version, you'll get a live mix, you'll get the instrumental without drums, just in case you're a drummer, and the acapella.
I
So
mean,
like they used to do back in the day when you would buy a single.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You have a bunch of, different.
It's the song.
it's coming back, bro.
Oh,
It's coming
yeah.
back.
What we had talked about that.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
With a one song can blow you up. You should do that.
I'm gonna buy it, bro. I mean, I understand the streaming, but if I'll buy it, then stream it.
Appreciate it, man.
You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah, man.
sure. I mean, $5 ain't nothing
Nah,
to support somebody.
nah, definitely.
I can listen to it 100 times and you still won't make no money off of that. I'm just saying.
It's wild to see artists be like, I got 70,000 streams. I'll be like, what's that, $100?
If that.
Shit, if that.
Back in the
Might
day,
be $7.
Right. Back in the day, nobody will brag about selling 50,000 albums. You know what I mean? Selling 50,000. Nobody, you went paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pretty much. yeah.
Plastic.
You went plastic, bro.
Yep.
How you know
Double
what I'm saying?
plastic.
Whew. Go on tour. That's impressive to me.
But that's
Yeah.
that's where the money is. And tour and merch.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
I'm
where
saying.
it is. Well, man, I appreciate you for coming through, man.
Appreciate y'all for
Yeah,
having me, man.
Straight
Straight
on,
up,
man.
man.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Our brother E. Vincent. That's my brother DJ AI.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow us at SDML Podcast.
Yes, sir. And I think I see Miss Peaches Rockwilder running around here.
Miss Peaches, you need to come up in here and get this rock wilder.
Peace.
My mama told me, leave them hoes alone. Find you someone you can have and hold. Through your darkest nights, she'll be by your side. She will bring you life, but you gotta treat her right. I need me a black queen, so we can do black things. Make love in my black sheets, skinny dipping in the black sea. I need me a black queen, so we can do black things. Make love in my black sheets, skinny dipping in the black sea.
You don't know my name, but excuse me, miss. Saw you across the room, can you talk a bit? Can you sit? Tell me where you sit, be sip. I like the way your fit slips on your chocolate. Your hips are dip, I like the way you're woven. Know your ex is sick, he hates to see you going.
I still need your number by the end of the song. The good girls go if you wait too long. Trying to make the city stop when they know I'm about to drop. Called up, Fox said I'm